Hi everyone. This is my response to The Medium is the Message by Marshall McLunan, and these are my 5 takeaways. My first one was the reaction I had was actually what is the meaning of The Medium is the Message. The quote was, "The way that we send and receive information is more important than the information itself." That's absolutely true. I think for anybody, growing up, we're taught as kids, if you don't want that to happen to you, don't do that to someone else. Don't say something mean to somebody and not expect them not to say something, mean back. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I think in the media, that's 100% like a real thing. Like, if you don't want somebody to post something ugly about you, don't say something ugly to them, because social media can be a nightmare for some people. So I thought that statement was my first reaction of like, yeah, absolutely, I don't agree with that, and I think people should take that seriously. It's like in any day-to-day life too. We receive information through text message, and we have to be careful how we write and send messages that way. Because, just a simple, "Oh, my friend's in the hospital." It's like, wait, can I get more information from that? Are they alive? Are they okay? How we receive information is more important than the information itself. Absolutely. And then my second one, we are no longer just consumers, but also producers. I also think that statement is absolutely true. I don't think anybody would disagree with that, because nowadays everything is at the touch of our fingers. You can pick up your phone, you can do just about anything you want on it. You can write music, create videos, illustrations, play games, and talk, obviously, face to face. It's amazing the things that you can do with just your phone. You can even write a text message by just saying it. You don't have to, type it, and it can autocorrect everything for you. And it's kind of funny because autocorrect, I think we've all encountered this before. It doesn't always do or say the word we want. So that has an impact on us. And I think that's funny too, because I've had some interesting conversations that way. So, my third takeaway from the video, our memory spans have reduced due to technologies. I think that is definitely something that is something that's happened to me. Like I was just saying that you can not just like type a text, but you can say it. When you go to type, you forget the spelling of something, it autocorrects for you. It's so convenient. You no longer have to store a lot of that information up here anymore. You want to learn a math equation, you can look it up on YouTube. You want to know the definition of something, you can Google it. And so our memories are no longer burdened to hold all that information anymore. We can simply just pick up our technology and it does it for us. And I think that's kind of a shame when it comes to our critical thinking, because we're reading about that right now. And I've got kids, and growing up myself, critical thinking was something that we were supposed to do. We were always told, like, it's a good thing to know how to think on your own, how to not just go with the flow. If you disagree with something, say something, because even if you were wrong, you learn why you were wrong, and you can not do that mistake again. I think social media, like, because of all the advertisements, because of all the trends and stuff out there, people just want to go with the flow. They just want to be liked. They don't want to show the ugly sides. They only want to show the good. And I think that impacts not just our critical thinking, but our mental health, So it's a real shame, because I want my kids to grow up knowing some of that better, and I want them to challenge themselves more. I want them to get good jobs and good pay, but It's hard to know with the way the economy goes too, which the media affects that, people, what they say on, politics and everything. So that was a very important statement that I thought was good to give my takeaway on. The fourth one, I don't know if I agree with this one. It is impossible to understand social and cultural changes without the knowledge of the working of media. I don't think anything's 100% impossible. I think anything's possible if you put your mind to it. And I think because the statement saying the knowledge of working media, well, what did we do back then? Before social media, we had to gather that knowledge other ways. So I think it's important that we don't just rely on the media on things. And this may be a sore topic for me to talk about, but at the same time, it's very relevant. Look at COVID. COVID-19's changed our world. And, you can listen to the media, but if you got in the real world, it's different for people. It's so different. And trust me, I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong on their opinions on that one. It's just something you have to learn on your own. You go out there and you learn from people who've actually gotten the shot what their side effects are. Don't just listen to the news. Don't just rely on the working media, so to speak. That's my opinion. And the way we're reading about it, just we have to learn to use all our skills, our knowledge, our intake, our gathering. All of that stuff is a very important aspect and tool for us to comprehend, I think, the medium of the message. How we receive the information is more important than the information itself. So I liked that statement a lot. The fifth one, and I like this one. One big gossip column is that One big gossip column that is unforgiving, ungrateful, and from which there is no redemption. Yes, absolutely. Kind of talks about how, you put something out there on social media, your opinion, not everyone's going to like it, that's just life. And so, but you also have to know who sees it matters too. If you post something about your job on there and if your employer's going to see it, what do you think the outcome's going to be? You shouldn't expect them to just be like, oh, haha, don't do that again. No, there's going to be some consequences to your action, right? Like, they could fire you. They could put you on suspension. That's going to impact your life 100%. You could say something about a friend or post something that you did and get you in trouble. You could even get arrested for it. You can also get into fights for it. And people take that stuff seriously. You have to tread lightly on the internet. The internet can be a very twisted, mean thing. It can also be a very fun, exciting thing. I think I've grown up in a generation. I'm very thankful that I've learned from mistakes of people that are older than me who've used the internet and have taught me caution. You don't put all your stuff out there anymore. You don't say where you're from. You don't just tell anybody your age, the age of your kids all the time. I mean, you have to be careful who you share this information with and why, you just never can trust anybody anymore. So I think this was a very good topic to talk about. I really enjoyed all of the takeaways I could get from this video. And I really look forward to hearing from everyone else's opinions. I know we got some different generations in there too, so I know everybody's got different takeaways. So thank you for taking the time to listen to mine, and have a good day.